If you watched my recording of Hunter's D-Lift yesterday, you would have seen in the description that I bought one of the old triple chairs that were sold to the public. Well, I actually have two in my backyard. I also got one for a friend who hasn't gotten his yet from me. So I received a request in the comments to do a video about my chair or chairs. So I decided I would do it today. So I got chair numbers 23 and 24. Now some history on the lift. It's a Poma triple. It was a Poma triple. It was built in 1966. And these are pretty rare chairs. I don't think they were anywhere else in North America. I mean, they're the 60s style Poma chairs that are were fairly common on doubles, but they're very, very rare for triples. So I first rode the D-Lift, I think in December of 2004. So that would be like 15 years ago. And I skied at Hunter a lot. I was a pass holder there for 6 years. Went there pretty much every weekend. And if you know a thing or two about Hunter on the weekends, you know that it gets really crowded. And the main six-pack lift can get long lines. So when that would happen, you would lap the D-Lift and you wouldn't wait. It was about a 7-minute ride, and went 2/3 of the way up the mountain. You would be at the top of it before you even were finished standing in line for the six-pack. So the lift was converted from a triple to a double in 2019 with Partech chairs. They didn't want to remove the lift, but they couldn't afford to fully replace it or widen the line gauge to fit modern triple chairs, because these are narrower than modern triple chairs are. So the only way to get new chairs for it to replace these, which had exceeded their design life, was to switch it to a double, and they did that with Partech chairs. So we'll get a closer look at some of the stuff on my chair. The safety bar is still attached, so we can actually open it and close it. The hanger arm is like much beefier than I expected when I first bought the chair. You can see my hand compared to I can't even reach around it. The grip isn't there anymore because they were reused on the double chairs. The hanger arm's actually welded onto the chair, so that made transporting it a bit difficult because of the height, which I'll show you soon. You can see some of the different coats of paint this lift had over the years. You can see it was blue, and then they painted it gray. I think that happened in 2005, because I remember the first time I rode this lift, it was still painted blue. I don't see any coats of paint below it. It kind of goes all the way down to the rust after the like 2 coats of blue. It's obviously a metal slatted chair. I took the seat pads off, which actually came with it. They're really dirty though, so I might get make a nicer one. So my plan is to restore this chair, like repaint it, sandblast it, repaint it, and like hang it on a A-frame structure as a swinging bench. So now let me show you the height. I have my tripod set up here. You might be surprised at how tall these chairs are. So now I'll walk over and stand one up, and you can see how tall it is. Now, just so you know, I'm about 6 feet tall. That is a big chair. You don't realize how tall they are until you have to transport them. I can't even reach the top, not even close. It's about 10 feet tall. We can now fully open the safety bar and put it back. See, it hangs really far back on these chairs, which made it a bit hard to pull down when you were riding the lift. It also rattled around a lot when the chair went under the depression towers. So that's how tall this chair is. So while this is my first old ski lift chair I have acquired, I will definitely get more in the future from different lifts when the opportunity is there. I'd love to have a collection of like yard furniture that's just old ski lift chairs. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching.